everybody, and welcome back. I am so excited that we are doing this again. Yeah. Let me make sure this table's clean. Okay. Sorry if you can see my ring light. The sun has pretty much gotten down, and I have yet to invest in like a box light or anything. Honestly, lighting seems pretty tricky to me, so if you guys have tips, let me know. But let's see what today's reading is going to be. If you don't want to watch this, you can just go straight to the pick a pile. Usually I'll have like a couple seconds where you can see all of them, and you can pause that if you want and look at them. And then I'll have the timestamps listed below. Okay, and if it just posted, if it just hit, depending on the time, give me like half an hour to a couple minutes to put those timestamps on, because I know last time I had to try to upload the video for you guys like 3 or 4 times. Oh my gosh, it took a day and a half, and it finally uploaded when I was sleeping. So then I woke up and I was like, oh no, they don't know timestamps. Okay, so let's see where we're gonna go today for you guys. I think I'm gonna use the archetype deck. Ooh, scribe. Preserving knowledge and information, altering facts, or plagiarizing others' work. Scribe. We're gonna see, yeah, what general message we're going with today. So, for those that are watching this video, for the highest good of all involved, can we get a card or two to describe today's message, the general theme that we're going to be looking into? Oh, okay. Those just like flew at my boob. Okay. On the bottom, we have visionary. Light attributes: capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Shadow attribute: selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. Okay, but let's see what we got here. Oh, we got 3 cards for today. Okay. It looks cluttered over here. It's because I'm trying to hide the ring light reflection. Okay, what do we got? Angel, Goddess, and Don Juan. Ooh, okay. This is gonna be a little saucy. Okay, let's just read them. Angel, light attribute: helping those in need with no expectation of return. Shadow attribute: acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. Goddess, light attribute: the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Shadow attribute: exploitation of the female nature and form. Okay. And Don Juan, light attribute: spotlights your positive, seductive qualities. Shadow attribute: using the power of romantic attraction for private agendas. This is kind of throwing me, you guys. Are we gonna be doing like the effect you have on other people today? I almost want to clarify, but I meant to keep it general because we haven't even, yeah. Okay. I also think collective, maybe we're going to be doing the energy that surrounds you. These are 3 very different energies. We have this angelic high realm energy, and subsequently that mimics it, which is, I don't know if I want to call it toxic, but it's dangerous. Then we have this goddess energy, very powerful, more earthly, and that strong feminine that feminine energy that we know more as feminine, and then this Don Juan energy, which could be masculine or feminine, although this one is attributed more, I mean, Don Juan, that's a man, but it's just as easy for a woman to be in this energy as well, which is a little bit more playful and dangerous and risky almost. So I think that's what we're gonna be doing, is the energy that surrounds you. And collective, I don't know if it's going to be one of these three energies, or if this is just the card signaling to me that that's the topic, because that's what I needed to see to come to that conclusion. They could be completely different energies, okay? But this is a very interesting start. So I'm thinking we will do 3 piles or 4. I find that 4 piles, it's just, I like videos with 4 piles. So I want to do 4 piles. I understand we maybe don't have a crazy amount of people that would need that many to choose from. So, I mean, there's that to take in consideration. If you guys think 4 piles is too many and it's overwhelming, let me know and I'll take that into consideration. I think I'll do 4 today. And we're just gonna play this by ear, guys. But yeah, so like I said, now I'm going to be shuffling the cards for the piles. I guess it's only fair to also use one of these, although originally I was going to use probably these because I thought they'd look cool. And I honestly, I really like the little black ones that go across from the last video I did. And I keep telling myself, like, change it up. Give the people what they want. They want variety. And I'm just like, yeah, but it looks cool. So I kind of just want to do it again. I probably will just do it again. I wonder, can I hide this so it will still look kind of cool? I mean, this looks cool too. It's just, it's bold. I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. This is the aestheticism lover coming out, but now let's just dive in and do the cards. Like I said, this is all skippable. You don't have to hear me, yeah, jibber jabber to myself. Okay. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Jingle jangle. Which is like 50% creamer. Okay. Let's see. Okay. We have to continue with the archetype cards. Aestheticism or not, we have to. It's just, that's the energy. Okay, so for my lovely, lovely pile ones, spirit guides, guardian angels, connect me those that choose and or will choose. Pile number 1. Can I get a card for the energy surrounding them? Where'd that go? Oop. I'll just finish my shuffle just in case. We're gonna put that there. Okay. Now for my pile number 2s. Let me move this out of the way. Pile number 2. So your guys are angels, can you please connect me to those that chose and I will choose. Pile number 2. What is the energy surrounding my pile number 2s? What's the energy surrounding my pile number 2s? Like a lot of stuff energy now. Hold on. I can feel like the cards holding each other. That's a weird way to say that, but they're like sticking. We weren't doing that just a second ago. Okay, for pile number 2s. Energy surrounding my pile number 2s. Okay, this one almost wanted to jump out, but we're gonna take this one. Maybe those that chose pile 2, maybe some of you guys are choosing another pile. Totally okay. Especially if you got lots of different energies around you and you know it. For my pile number 3s, those that chose, and we'll choose pile number 3 spheres and angels. What is the energy that surrounds my pile? Ooh, that one might come out, okay. There we go. You gotta throw yourself out there. Okay, pile number 4. Those that chose under will choose pile number 4. Spirit guides, guardian angels. Can I please a card or 2 for the energy surrounding pile number 4? Wow. Okay. So let me put these to the side. And I wonder, so we might stick with the red. Might stick with the red there. Okay, side note, my screen does not look straight as it does when I am sitting. Let me make it look straight in the camera and see if I sit down if it looks weird. Yes, it does. So my phone's angled weird. Okay. It's a process. Okay. So I'm sorry. For those that are interested in me like shuffling these cards for the piles, you have to deal with my indecision. But I want it to be right, and it's got to feel right. So honestly, I think we'll just use these cards. I don't think I'm going to put anything on top of them. I will give stones. We will do stones. And I'm going to do red jasper, rose quartz. This is a quartz little crystal. My mind just went blank. Pointy thing. Castle. Here's a crystal castle. Side note, I just watched that movie a couple weeks ago. It was pretty good. That one from the 80s, if I'm remembering it correctly. I'm gonna put it to its side. It looks cooler standing up, but I don't know how that's gonna look in video. I mean, I guess I could stand up and get an idea. Yeah, this looks kind of weird because of the shadow. Okay. And then last but not least, because I wanted to go dark to light, should we do a blue? I don't know. I really want to do malachite. I'm doing malachite. I wanted to do malachite for pile 4 last video. I'm gonna do it this time. Okay, so here are your piles. And I will give you guys a second to look them over and decide which one you'd like to choose. Timestamps will be listed below. Just choose intuitively. Mute me if me talk. Jeez, my hair. I'm sorry, guys. If my talking gets in the way of you choosing. I will say, if you have a hard time choosing a pile, because I did have somebody comment that in my last video, and I didn't want to be like, just completely like, oh, it's just your intuition, because I feel like that's a little aggressive, because not everybody senses that in the same way, and it's not always like, sometimes your fear of choosing the wrong pile is much greater than your intuition towards what pile you really are leaning to. And that's something I personally struggled with, so I didn't want to just like bat them off and be like, oh, you just do you. That's really dismissive, I think. Something I did for years and still do periodically. I'm trying to trust my intuition more, but it was a good starter point as I would pray to my angels and to my spirit guides that they would help me choose the pile that had messages for me, relevant stuff for my highest good, and then I'd roll a dice and I'd choose a pile that was in accordance with the number I got. And if I didn't get, like if I got a number, if I got like 5 or 6 in this case, I'd be like, okay, well, there's not a pile here for me. Of course, I'm nosy. I'm NosieGhosty. So usually, even when my personal time, I'd still like to listen, but I know that it's not geared towards me. And sometimes like the things that would trigger me when I'm listening to it don't necessarily pertain to me. They might pertain to my fears I have to work through, but like, I just take the bits and pieces, that apply. And that's the thing, guys, when you hear a tarot reading, because I know you're not just coming onto YouTube, listening to mine and logging off YouTube, and that's like, NosieGhosty posted, that's all I need. We listen to lots of tarot readings. It's fun. It's so fun. And if you get a reading and you're just like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what to do now, like, and you get anxiety, you feel like your chest gets tight, and like the worst case is happening, your fear's happening, maybe something's repeating itself that's happened to you in the past, like somebody's betraying you, and you get that in a reading and you didn't see it coming, but like you think that, well, yeah, okay, I could totally see it happening to me though, and you start working yourself into a tizzy. I'd say that's a good indication that reading's not for you. And it makes me really sad that it's so easy. There are lots of readers that will do that, and I don't think they even know what they're doing, so I don't hold them personally liable necessarily in that regard. Like, I don't think they're trying to be facetious, but sometimes those readings really can trigger and take you from a good place that you're in and muddle it up and kind of turn a good situation into less good. I don't want you guys to ever leave this space in that energy, and I really hope that if you do, I want to be like, if you do, we can talk about it. Like, you can just come and sit down with me and we could work through it. But I know this is not that platform for that. But I want you to be able to leave it and to know that that energy is not for you. Okay, so sorry. That was such a rant. Anyways, I will see you guys at your pile. Okay, we're going back into this positive, good energy. I mean, it's all positive and good because, like, hey, what I'm really saying is lighten your load, lighten your burden. It's all good stuff here. And life's not all good, sure, but our attitudes towards it can be good, and that produces good. It produces a better quality and a better outcome. So, pile 1. Oh, that was a bad idea. I wanted to do a drum roll. We're going to you. I should leave these accordingly because I'm gonna forget if I move them in half an hour to an hour. Let me put you on my bookcase. Get lots of card space. Okay. And I'm gonna take another sip of coffee because coffee after dark is always a great idea. It's almost gone. That's okay. I probably need to drink more water. Saishi, don't get on the table, please. Saishi, please don't get on the table. Saishi, come here. Come here, my little dumpster. Oh, come here. Hi, Pile 1. Are you excited to see the energy that surrounds you? I kind of rhymed and I liked it. Okay, Red Jasper group. What up? No, not again, Saishi. Okay, look, I'm sorry. Wait, you can't be up here. You be down there. Okay. Pile 1. God. Okay, strong start. Light attributes. Benevolence and compassion. Recognizing the eternal force within within yourself and others. Saishi! Baby boy. Sorry, guys. Normally, I put the pets in the living room when I record. Saishi knocked a lot of this down. But I recently adopted a little kitten that was at Walmart. There's a little kitten at Walmart, and well, these teenage girls found him and sprung him on me when I had finished buying my groceries, and I basically scooped him up and took him home because he was adorable. But they're acclimating to one another, so they're separate. I don't want to leave them alone just yet. Okay, sorry. I guess I could start this over, but this is more real, so we're gonna keep going for authenticity's purpose. Okay, so God, light attribute. Benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. Shadow attribute. Despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. Yes, I did need to take a second to remember how to pronounce that word. Okay. This might be an intense one. I will say this might be pretty easy to identify the category of the energy, because it's either going to be pretty benevolent or pretty cruel. But we're going to get some cards and find out, because we don't have all the pieces. So let's use my favorite current tarot deck, which is Brit's Third Eye Tarot. Spirit guides, guardian angels, for those that chose pile number 1 and or will choose pile 1, can we please get a couple of cards to describe the energy that surrounds pile 1? Let's see. Eight of Wands. Okay, so we have 3 Pentacles on the bottom. 8 of Wands. These both came out sideways, which is interesting. The Lovers. Okay, and 4 of Swords. Huh. So pile number 1, what I'm getting is this energy could have to do with like a friend group or a community, like a social community, a club, sort of like a collaboration, like an intimate team of people. But it's interesting because the energy that I'm getting that surrounds you is that there are people around you that are healing or trying to heal. You could have friends that are going through a breakup right now, going through some heartbreak. Shoot, maybe two of your good friends started dating each other and then it didn't go that well, and now they're like kind of picking up the pieces and you're just kind of there like, hey guys, like what do we do now? But it's interesting because with this God attribute, the light attribute and shadow attribute, but with the healing kind of coming on that side, I think somebody is, Padawan, I think you have good people that surround you. I think ultimately this energy is meant to be good and it's trying to be good again. But you might have people that have been lashing out against you or at you recently. People that are being a little bit more cruel or kind of ignoring you or trying to control a situation because they felt a little out of control, or they're really just, they're needing some time alone and they don't know how to acquire that. So they're almost like trying to, it's like they're trying to act in for their best good right now, and they really do need to, but it might not be the best way to act for their best good. So they're trying to heal, they're trying to get back into this benevolent, compassionate energy. I don't think like they're trying to be malicious. If they are acting this way, I think they're acting out of trauma and hurt, and they're trying to heal. Pile one. So that is the energy that I'm getting that surrounds you. It was pretty quick, actually. I didn't think I'd get there that fast. One. All right, done. No. I mean, like, let's jazz it up. We'll get a couple more. Oh. Let's see. So, let's, I want to see what might be the best energy for you to embody right now, Power One, while going through this or dealing with this. Dealing with these people that are going through this. Let me scoot them up. I like this reading because it just feels so real. This feels like so real. Okay. Oh shoot, there's the trash man. I totally forgot to put the trash out. Oh well, that's fine. I can walk to the dumpster. It's not that big a deal. Okay. Spirit guides, guardian angels, what energy should pile number one embody while their friends and their community are going through this energy? What should the energy be that pile one embodies? First, I want to get like the energy that you should maybe embody when you're around these people. Okay? So pile one, when they're around these people. Okay. Justice and the Lovers again. Wow. And Six of Swords on the bottom. So, I'm going to use your stone. Cover their little tushes. Probably have smaller stones that are less. Hold on. I'm going to use these tiny little ones. So I feel like they're less distracting. Okay. I'm gonna keep your jasper over here. So this is the energy that you should be in when you are engaging with them, pile one. So very, I mean, you have justice, yeah. I also see you as the angel right here between the lovers, where it's like you're in between two parties. You have to continue to be benevolent, but you're not gonna be like, oh, just because you're hanging out with one or the other in that moment, like, yeah, you're totally right. I can't believe they did that. Like, there's a strong degree of impartiality right here with benevolence, pile one. And I think that will help you navigate through that. And right now, you are serving a reminder to these people what it is to love yourself. So being compassionate towards yourself and to them in these moments where you're able to be almost a calming force, a calming and grounding force, that's going to be the most beneficial right now. And I don't know if they'll appreciate it in the moment, but I know that they will come to appreciate it, pile 1. But yeah, definitely, you don't want to be an alarmist. You don't want to rile them up. Now, what's the overall energy maybe you should be in while they're going through this personally? You know, the energy that's going to help you stay centered and grounded. And, you know, so you guys, your angels, watch. This energy is being worked through. What should the energy pile 1s be? Okay, 2 of Wands. Interesting, we have 10 of Wands in the bottom. So with 2 of Wands in reverse for your overall energy, I would say that pile 1, you have to kind of continue to do what you're doing. It's going to be hard because maybe in the past this group lightened your burden a little bit, whether you did stuff together or it's like you were responsible for one aspect of the friendship and they're responsible for something else, and you feel like you've been picking up all the slack lately, especially with 10 of Wands. You might be tempted to like look at your other options, to show up in a different way, but it's almost like if you can continue to carry the burden, don't leave just yet. Don't look at new ships just yet. It will pass. Like, I think it will probably go back to normal, or a better normal for you guys. That's the advice I'm getting. I know it sucks. Like, it's like, just keep trucking through. But that's what I'm getting. So I'm gonna get some paper messages. Maybe we'll get some more information on what's going on here for you, pile 1. And then we'll do charms and dice. So, pile number 1. Can you clarify or pile 1? Pile number 1. Okay, I'll got one more basket. Okay, so quite a few. Let's start up here with 8 of Wands. Loose lips. Of course, loose lips on 8 of Wands. Well, 8 of Wands means messages. So I do think pile 1, there has been a lot of communication about this conflict, probably more than you've wanted to have to deal with. It's weird because I actually got the example in my head just now that popped in there. That was a weird way to string those words. Was like a child stuck in between 2 parents that are bickering or arguing, and they both like want to talk to you about it, and you kind of think they're both being ridiculous, but you see both of their sides, and it's just like, this is too much. It's almost like you have a friend group or people that are close to you, and they keep talking about all of this, and it's a lot. And it is probably hard to not just like agree with them just for the sake that they'll like stop or just show some sort of solidarity, but you want to do it with both. It's really hard because they keep presenting this to you and you want to be impartial, and that's what you should be, but at the same time it's like, they won't let up. Let's see what else we have. Okay, not an ex. Okay. Oh, so I mean, these could be 2 people that you care about that are still seeing each other or like going through a recovery right now, or 2 friends that like are just in dispute. Okay, my cat looks like he's gonna jump up over here, and if he does, he's gonna knock like 10 tarot decks down. So just, if that happens, it happens. So this could just be two good friends that you used to get along with really well and maybe do still individually, but it's almost like they can't be in the same room. Okay, so what's over here? Romantic interest. Okay. And I'm going to be honest, that fell kind of lower on the shadow attribute. So I really think that like maybe there could have been some control issues in this dynamic. Now I'm going back to the friends that dated because romantic interest. Two of Wands in reverse. You have a natural ability to read tea leaves with high accuracy. Interesting for Two of Wands in reverse. Okay. That could be just like a separate side note if you've been thinking about doing that. I don't know how to do that. But if you keep getting a message and you're like, yeah, I want to look into that. Side note, maybe now is a good time to kind of learn to do those like eccentric, esoteric sort of like fun little abilities or like little pastimes. Like while you're waiting for your friends to kind of get over themselves, it's like, well, I got all this time now. I'm gonna go teach myself how to do this. I don't know, make yourself even more interesting. While they just work through this boring stuff. But I see this as you're able to read the situation with a pretty high level of accuracy because you have justice coming through as the energy that you should stay and maintain while you're working through this. And I don't think you'd be called to this energy if you didn't have this ability, pile one. I think this is a strong ability, an attribute of yours to be impartial, to see both sides, to be almost very intellectual and detached. And detached doesn't mean you're not compassionate or empathetic. It means that you can recognize what is empathy and what is truth. And you can marry the two, especially with the lovers over here. Let's see what else we have. Peace over mania. Yeah. That's exactly right. We're choosing peace right now over mania. We're not giving more to the situation, to these people that are like in their chaos, in their chaotic energy. We're choosing peace. We're maintaining this peace. Oh, hold on. Can you see actually all of these? Okay, hold on, because we got like... Sorry, this table goes like another half a foot. And we have these, so... Okay. I didn't realize it was cut off there. All right. You were right. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what did I just say? With you really can just read the situation with a high level of accuracy. Yeah, you were right. You might have actually told these people before they got in this conflict that this was going to be a conflict. And every part of you wants to be like, I told you so. We're going to stay in the justice and the lovers. And we're not going to be cruel or anything about it. Why? Because they are so ready to lash out. Even if you're right. They're so ready because they're already in a defensive mode. They're not in a receptive mode. And you know that too. Even if you know it would feel good just to be like, what? I told you so. Like, can you just believe me next time? It's okay. It's a process and we're all evolving. What else do we have? Beta female. Okay. Do they even care? Interesting, because that was between the lovers and Two of Wands. They really might be wanting you to play like middleman and trying to figure out like, does this person even care? I can't believe they did this. And you want to be like, oh yeah, they obviously don't. And you might have to be the voice of reason and be like, yes, they do care. They're acting out of trauma, or they're acting out of a miscommunication or misinterpretation. But it's up to you to resolve that. Like, I am a soul of love, a heart of peace, a mind of stillness, a being of light. These are good affirmations for yourself, and I think for both parties involved, to remind Also, I feel like this is heavy energy, and it's good for you to remember this. So I'm going to read it one more time. I am a soul of love, a heart of peace, a mind of stillness, a being of light. And then here's our last one, pile 1. They're being tracked. So with that on justice, I get these people, they probably want you to like pull up dirt on the other and to tell you like, oh, tell me like what's going on and stuff. That's one possibility. And another is you being impartial, you being that voice of reason in the middle. They know that like what they're saying to you. Oh, that's my kitten. Oh, poor baby. Okay, I might have to pause this and go coddle him. They know what they're saying to you. You're evaluating. You're tracking them. You're not just giving in to this mania, like, chaos. Because the thing about chaos is, it's really easy to lose accountability. It's really easy to just be like, oh, it's to defer blame. Like, that's not me. It's like, oh, this is all so messy. When you stay in a state of peace and this justice energy, there's a high level of accountability. And whether they're conscious of it or not, they know they're being held to that. Almost like you're looking through them. Or their behaviorisms are becoming very transparent and super easy to read for you. And it kind of helps them read themselves more too, because their chaos isn't pushed into more chaos where they can't really see what is theirs and what isn't. It's their chaos is now in contrast to your peace and to your order. And chaos against order is a pretty defined line. And I think that's what's going to help them, pile 1. I'm going to get a couple charms. Boop, 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 from the charm bowl. Most of which I made. Okay, for pile number 1, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, confirmations or clarifications for my pile number 1s. Others. Okay, so we have Venus that flew out over here. So Venus, love energy. I definitely think this is love related. Reduce speed ahead. So that is on the God energy. So yeah, somebody is healing, but I don't know that it's a fast process right now. They might have had to take a step back. They might have to slow themselves, their day-to-day a little bit, pile 1. But it's okay. It's part of the process and it's part of the healing. It's absolutely natural and good. Okay. Yeah. We have this face, this little shocked face. And whatever this was could have been really shocking to you or to the people involved. Which is why they need to slow down and really process it. And then, oh, okay, so we have Pisces showing up on romantic interest. This could have had to do with the Pisces. This could have also just happened in like March, February or March time. And you're like, it's summer. Like, it's, what is it, June, July almost? But this is an ongoing process. And yeah, it's, especially with reduced speed ahead, like this could have been very tiring and long. So that, you'll know if that resonates. And then we have happy pineapple on justice. So yeah, there is a misconception with justice where it's like, oh, you gotta be mean and cold, and like the truth is, the truth doesn't have feelings, the truth doesn't care about your feelings. Okay, but I don't know, some people take that almost as a free pass to be mean. Okay, I really gotta go and grab my cat. You can be happy and impartial. Very grounding. All right. The peace. We are working in peace. Happy, peace, honesty, transparency, clarity, level-headedness. Okay, pile 1. I feel like I'm saying the same thing over to you again and again. I hope that's okay. For my pile 1s, my beautiful grounded pile 1s. Okay, well, that just flew out. We got a number 4 on the lovers. Spirit guides, guardian angels for those that chose pile 1. Confirmation and clarification. Okay, so we have the number 12, house 12 for 4 swords. Ooh, this could be some real deep healing. It's also the house of Pisces, so it might be a spiritual aspect to this. We have solar plexus coming out with the yellow. Okay, on I am a soul of love, a heart of peace, a mind of stillness, a being of light. We have create and accept. So creating this new mantra for yourself, this new energy, and it possibly, likely, rubbing off onto them is good. Do they even care? We have Sagittarius and Taurus showing up. They're being tracked. We have Libra, which is interesting because justice is Libra. I love that. We also have Aries down here. We have lots of zodiac showing up. We have this Saturn energy on 9X, so this could definitely be a hardship. This is meant to be character growth for these people involved. Additionally, it could have happened in a workplace, or it somehow interferes with work. But regardless, it is hard work to work through. This is one of those like karmic lessons that is needed and required, and is going to, once these people get through it, is going to be for their highest good. We also have 5th house over here, which is fun. Okay, so you might be tempted to like want to look out and see like other ways to have fun and to go like find new friends. But it's like 2 of wands in reverse, which is like, wait, don't leave yet, please don't leave. Because we have Virgo and we have like the working on stuff, and Virgo is very meticulous and day to day. It's like that perfectionist energy. They're always working on themselves, and maybe they don't mean to, but working on other people, working out solutions. How it's like it can always be better with Virgo energy. But pile 1, that is what I'm getting. So I'm gonna leave that here for you. I really hope that helped. Please let me know down in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. All right. Hi to everybody that chose pile number 2. This is your reading, and we are going to find out the energy that surrounds you. So remove this rose quartz right here. My cat may jump on the table, and we will address that if he does, which just means we will keep putting him off the table. See how many times he does it. Okay, pile 2. Oh, you guys have visionary. That's so funny, since that was in the beginning when I was doing the shuffle. That was on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so visionary, light attributes. I'll show you guys a little closer. Light attributes: capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Shadow attribute: selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. So this is the energy that surrounds you, pile 2. We are going to go ahead and get some clarifications. So, which cat was that? Oh, that might have been my kitten. I thought feeding him would buy me half an hour. It might not. Okay. I'm gonna see if he will quiet him down. I put the heating pad on for him. Sometimes he gets sleepy after he eats, and we will see. Okay. For those that chose and or will choose pile number 2, spirit guides, guardian angels, what is the energy that surrounds them? What's the energy that surrounds? Let's do it this way. What's the energy? Wow, that jumped out fast. 10 of Swords. What is it? Number 2. 7 of Swords. Wow. Ooh. I just heard sell out. What is the energy that surrounds my pile number 2's? Spirit guides, guardian angels. 10 of Pentacles. Shoot. So maybe, maybe somebody did sell out. And they felt like maybe like they had no choice, or they chose money over their own spiritual self, their creative self. It surrounds my pile number 2's. Can I get a card for like maybe the setting or in regards to who these people are? Where they're known from? Okay, King of Pentacles, interesting. There's a lot of wealth and exchange of money, power, promotion. Like this could be like work, and the energy that's surrounding you is like you're noticing a lot of people have been compromising themselves in order to make a buck, in order to make ends meet, to make a little bit more money, to get a pat on the back. At the same time, for some of you, I'm almost getting that like you have these creative friends or this creative individual in your life that's just been offered a lot of money for an idea, and they want to run away from it. Like, that's not what they want, and it's giving them a lot of anxiety. Because, I mean, if you look at the way that 7 of Swords is placed, it's almost like her back is turned to the money. She's frantic, and she's going towards this higher degree of franticism. Like, trying to keep her third eye open, trying to spiritually act in her best interest, even with all of these swords. But it's like nothing else has panned out. Maybe this person's ideas in the past, like nothing has panned out for them. None of their ideas have worked. Or they've been taken advantage of, misused, somebody's stolen them. They just like ended up hurting this person, and they're almost like afraid of getting excited or investing, and this seems pretty scary to them. And maybe it is something that they should be worried about. But this energy is very heavy, like on the precipice of making a decision of almost like this creative soul quality for monetary gain, for earthly gain, for like some sort of material reward that's going on around you, pile 2. Can you tell me more? What about this energy surrounding pile 2? Okay, the Tower. Yeah, somebody I really think is about... She's not really showing anything. I don't think I need to cover her. No, I don't know. It's YouTube. Just in case. Yeah, somebody is about to have a Tower moment or is having a Tower moment, but they're very much up in their head. Saishi, it's okay. They are... The thing about the Tower is, and this does happen a lot with visionaries and creatives. No, Saishi, is you... Sorry guys, I'm just gonna let him tire himself out. You get removed and you isolate yourself from the real world, and then you start operating out of your own internal world. And you're operating so heavily out of your internal world that you're trying to force the same mechanisms into the outer world, and it doesn't translate a lot. And that's where you see like lots of biases and projection that might start to happen, where it's like in your own mind it might help you navigate, right, and work through landmines and trouble thinking, but in the real world, when you start to operate in that way, it almost causes more trouble than it saves. And this person is kind of, I'm almost getting like tormented genius, tormented creative. I think they're wanting to isolate themselves. Pile 2. Huh. This, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, Pile 2, I kind of feel bad for this person. I think they're really, really going through it. And whatever this monetary compensation is, it seems like ethically it's really messing them up. And I don't know if it's, maybe if that's, I don't want to say fair, but some people that are creative or just do holistic work, good work that's deemed maybe soul work even, they feel guilty about receiving money or acumens, awards. They feel guilty for almost being recognized, even though quite often they deeply want to be recognized, but they don't know how to handle it, and it kind of sends them in a tizzy because they don't trust it. And God forbid, if they are recognized, but it's not in the way that they had hoped or wanted to be recognized, it's almost more destructive. Because now not only are they getting accolades, but they're being, they feel misrepresented on a very deep soul level. Okay. This energy is a little confusing and intense, so I'm going to see what the energy is that you should be in when you are being confronted with this energy or interacting with this energy. And we are going to use the Modern Witch Tarot deck. Angels for pile number 2. What is the energy that they should be in regards to this? Okay, actually, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna check on my cat. Okay, sorry, pile 2. You probably just hear my cats meowing at each other through the door. I'm sorry, I really can't do anything about that right now. I have to keep them separated until I get them adjusted to one another. And it doesn't matter what room I'm in. Whichever room I'm in, the other cat will meow. So, I'm sorry. The energy that you should be in when dealing with this. So, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels for pile number 2. What's the energy that they should be in? Oh, wow. 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. What's the energy? Wow. Sorry, a lot of them, I feel like, when I come out. Three of Pentacles. Okay. not be big enough. Okay, hold on. Okay, I guess we have to use the Jasper. So pile number 2, the energy that you need to be in, it's definitely slower pace, but still collaborative. I think you're meant to really work with this person. You might be the person that's like helping them work out of this trauma, like talking them off the ledge, talking them off the tower, so to speak. Pile number 2, the way that like 7 of Pentacles is very meticulous. It's day to day, putting in the labor, it really genuine, good, authentic, hard work, honest work. And in this card, I like it. She's really looking at her plant. She's admiring her, looks like a monstera plant, and she's just so happy with how it's bloomed. You know, every day she's there, she's watering it. She's, you know, turning the pot slightly in the sun. You know, it's interesting. I've never really looked at these pentacles, how they're separate, because she has 5 pentacles over here and 2 pentacles over here. And when you think of 5 of Pentacles, it's almost like left out. Like the community's kicked you out, or you feel like you have nothing, you're in poverty. And then 2 of Pentacles, like juggling 2 different possibilities, having a choice. And the way I see it, like these pentacles, they're not, it wouldn't be her poverty, it's the plant. It's the plant's 5 of Pentacles. They're attached to the plant and the leaves. It's almost like she could leave it destitute. Without her, it would wither. It is completely dependent on her. And yet she's looking at it like a 10 of Pentacles almost, with such admiration and what's the word I'm thinking of? Fulfillment. Like, she did that. She made that. And from that, she's like expanding. And there's like so much more that she can do with this. I'm sorry, maybe I'm getting off track. Proud to. The energy though that I see with this is like you might be looking at a person that seems destitute. They're almost putting themselves in this 5 of Coins energy and this Tower energy and the 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords energy, and you're just kind of like looking at them and you're like, but you're a plant. You're a beautiful plant. Like, don't you see all of this growth? Don't you see all of this potential? All that, like, and it's not just on them. It's like you're pretty good, I think, about embodying this energy and seeing this energy and other people around you. And but it's almost like you have to remind them that they're this big, beautiful plant. And it might require like watering the plant a little bit, pouring in some words of affirmation, pouring into their cup, pouring into their pot, I guess, and reminding this person, collaborating with this person. And I'm going to this woman, because there are three girls here in this card. You have the person that's posing, the model, you have the artist, and then you have the person like the consultant almost. And I find, because I've seen her dress and her coat are the same color, I'm almost like moving and shifting from here, where you're consulting this person who is working on this project, this being their project, their vision, and them in this mode, right? And you being like, their, I don't know, their point of reference almost. But there's a very stable, strong sense to you, pile number 2. I definitely think you're a positive person. I think you're hardworking. And that's a great thing too when you have... Where'd you come from, you little tiny fly? Probably from one of my plants. That's such a great combination when you have not only a positive person, but a stable person who, like, day to day can show up and be, like, such a comforting force. 1 second, pile number 2. Okay, so that's the energy to embody when you're talking with this person, engaging with this person. Now, pile number 2, I want to see the energy that you should be embodying just in general while this is all happening, right? Until this phase or transition passes. So this energy is more for, like, your own personal good. I mean, this is still good for you because what's good for, you know, your networking and your connections when you're pouring into those relationships, what's good for them is good for you. It's for the highest good, but then on an individual basis. Pile number 2. That's great. Just what energy should be. So, interesting. We have 6 of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And then you have 2 of Pentacles showing up again on the bottom. Interesting. So for your own personal energy that you should embody while going through this, first off, can we just acknowledge that the energy that you should be in, both for the engaging with these people and personally, is all pentacle energy. Is incredible, very stable. But personally, I think you're still meant to focus on giving back and helping the community, pile number 2. And instead of building your own kingdom right now, your own wealth, focusing on helping others. And maybe that in part is because that will come back to you later, or you're meant to, like, gain this person's trust in a genuine way by showing them and showing yourself that, like, it's more important to you to build community right now, to help others. Yeah, there's definitely more a focus on monetary provisions going to other people and situations in your life right now. I wonder if Taurus is going to come out. Let's get some paper messages for you, pile number 2. We're going to do paper messages, and we're going to do charms, and we're going to do dice. So, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels for pile number 2. Can we get confirmation and clarification? Okay, and we got one more basket. Okay. Oh, so many. I don't want to take all of those. Okay. So these, I don't know if they're in frame. I'm going to scoot them up. But because they didn't land on a card, I'm actually going to put them right there. And then I think I saw one that landed on my windowsill. So 1 second. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. 6 of Pentacles. Let's start there. This came out too. Okay, I am a soul of love, a heart of peace, a mind of stillness, a being of light. On 6 of Pentacles. Okay. Window seal 1. You're being energetically attacked. Okay. The beginning, 10 of Swords. So this person might feel like they're being attacked monetarily. And I hate to say it, but pile 2, like, maybe you're the one that told them, like, hey, you need to turn this great idea into a business or something. And it's kind of like scaring them. And, or you're watching this happen to them, where it's almost like you need to commodify this. And that sort of started this whole 10 of Swords energy. And maybe they just misinterpreted your meaning, or your reason for doing that, but, or for that happening to them. But I think that's a part of the reason that they're kind of running into this tower. Something wicked this way comes. That was on Ten of Swords. Okay. Visionary. Calm your chaos. Yeah, okay. Let's see these that are down here. Okay, past life together. They took advice from someone close to them to not pursue you. That could also be that somebody's giving them advice not to pursue this because it's not financially feasible enough. But again, that's the thing about visionary is not all of the aspects that will come into play are really tangible or noticeable or can be evaluated yet by people outside of them. And so there's really no fair way to evaluate it or critique it. Positive. And soulmate. Interesting. Okay, and on Three of Pentacles we have not a fun tower, but it's unavoidable. Interesting, because we did have the tower come out. So you might have to work through this tower with them. Now, the tower came out in their energy, but it seems like the repercussions of it are going to be somewhat unavoidable for you. And not only are you probably going to witness it, but you might have to, like I said, help them through it. Pile number 2. Okay, so all of these that came out in like a giant cluster, I guess we will read them. Taurus! Didn't I say I wonder if Taurus is going to come out? I just love that feeling, like where it's just light and bubbly and okay. Ye shall wake up the yees. I don't remember when or why I wrote that. Okay, so this person is maybe meant to be like a mover and a shaker. They're gonna try something new that somebody hasn't really tried before, and it's scary and it's daunting, and I feel like they've been shut down. And either their idea is meant to really move and change society or their environment in a big way, or their tower is going to move and shake society and their environment in a big way. Someone wishes to get a rise out of you. Pay it no mind. It's on the tower. Very soon. And I am important. So again, I wonder too if this is somebody being told their idea or they themselves are not very important and they're trying to get a rise out of them and shut down their idea, this idea that's phenomenal and is meant to be big and meant to have a big impact. It's somebody's really trying to discard it. And it's gonna send this person into a tower and into some heavy energy. Pile number 2. We're gonna get some charms now for you guys. Pile number 2. So you guys are angels for those that chose pile number 2. Oh, come on. Land on the table, please. Okay, So, what is this? The on the window seal, the letter B. Okay, first thing I'm noticing, wait, can you see everything? Is Taurus again. And I'm also noticing love triangle on positive and soulmate. So that's interesting. I'm seeing 2 of Swords over King of Pentacles. Although the way I'm seeing that is really a clash of ideas, which is interesting because 2 of Swords is usually they're separate and you're blindfolded and you're confused a little bit. You don't know which way you're gonna go there. But this I see is a source of conflict. Joint mission. Ooh, on positive and soulmate. You know, there are romantic soulmates and then there are like friend soulmates, family soulmates. But whatever this is, I think you guys signed up to do it with them. We have the letter D. Determined, darling. For past life together, they took advice from someone close to them to not pursue you. We have the letter B. We have a rest area. Okay, so you might need to help encourage this person when they're getting in this Tower energy to rest and be positive, to take a step back. Okay, we have the letter I, individual, interesting. Let's see, under this love triangle, we have the moon. I almost wonder too if this person, like, there might not be a love triangle, okay? This might have nothing to do with romance, guys. This could literally be the fear of somebody that they're going to get taken advantage of. They're going to get cut out. They're going, like, this was their idea, and they're going to pass it off, and then 2 other people are going to basically live happily ever after, and they're just going to get, like, used. Okay. 7 of Swords. Interesting. Ophiuchus. Hello, Ophiuchus. Also mainly Sag and Scorpio. I'm actually Ophiuchus, if you go by the 13 signs. Which is maybe why I added it in there. I'd love to be like, oh, I'm just controversial. No, guys, maybe I'm just vain. But no, Ophiuchus. I have not seen Ophiuchus come out in so long. Interesting too, because Ophiuchus is the snake that bites and heals. So there's something interesting about like the 7 of Swords. It could be both the medicine and the poison. And there's a need for discernment in when it is one versus the other. We also have the letter E, easygoing, energetic. I'm wondering that if this running away energy is what it is. Sometimes they need to take a step back and rest, and then sometimes they're really just running away from what needs to be done. Okay, so the beginning, weave and float. Yeah. All right, so yeah, weave and float. We are working on this tapestry, but we're also like allowing ourselves to be carried intuitively, right? We're co-creating. We're working, but we're also existing. We're going back and forth. There's a beautiful back and forth exchange. So on something wicked this way comes, we've got on 10 of Swords. We've got the sleeping face with the Z's. We have the letter O, outdoorsy, outstanding. We have the deer and the kissy pineapple. So I'm guessing this is somebody that's maybe slept on this person. This is a type of energy that kind of comes out of nowhere. It's a little bit flirty and then just like goes back. Just hunkers off. But I don't know if that's a real expression, but they just go off. Okay, so 7 of Pentacles, we have divine feminine. You're making me crazy. Somebody's going crazy here. No, it's on Taurus. We have spirit guides. this bright enough? Okay, spirit guides. Ooh, we have 8, which is the strength card. Okay. So I do think that there is some conditional love, or conditional love, oops. I meant unconditional love. No, baby. Speaking of strength card, here's my cat, and he's a big cat. He's a Japanese bobtail. At least that's what the vet said. We don't really know. He was a stray. Okay. I think your spirit guides are in on this. And it's interesting too, because Taurus is also the Empress in tarot, which does make me think of this divine feminine energy. And so it's like, you might not be focused on this Queen of Pentacles energy personally, but you're operating more out of an Empress energy. You know, it doesn't have to be, it's not like you're giving up your power necessarily. You're really developing yourself in a different way over here by emanating love for yourself and for other people, especially for your community right now, pal, too. Okay, so let's do some dice. For those that chose and or will choose pile number 2, that's our angels. Confirmation. All right, so on Taurus, we also have Aries. Whoa. Where'd that tiny little bug come from? Go away. Go back to the plant you came from. Okay, sorry. We have, no, Saishi. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. We have Aries. Ooh, root chakra. Okay. So this definitely has to do with your stability. I'm not surprised with all this pentacle energy. So we also have, okay, so yeah, we have root chakra and then we have Aquarius. We also have 4. This could involve 4 people. Months. I noticed we have Aries twice actually. We have the first house in Divine Feminine, which is a call to really lead with that Divine Feminine energy. We also have Scorpio and Capricorn over here. We have a question mark on I am a soul of love, a heart of peace, a mind of stillness, and a being of light, as well as create. So, I think when people are confused, or when you're in this confused energy about how to operate, this will be really grounding for you to remember. And love, peace, stillness, light, that doesn't have anything to do with the material world. And everything to do with your own internal state of being, your soul. And it's really grounding your soul in this high energy above all. Oh, so we also have 9th house in Mercury. With Mercury on spirit guides and Mercury being communication, I feel like this is, and 9th house Sagittarius, which is very spiritual. I really think you need to be communicating with your spirit guides and yourself on a spiritual level. I think there is this need to check in with yourself spiritually. And it might help for these people as well, because if you notice, like what we start out with, right, is this 10 of Swords, how that third eye is open. The material body has been stabbed all over. It's wounded, I don't want to be like, oh, it's inoperable. I don't necessarily believe that, but what is in operation and still showing this light is this third eye. And connecting with your own spiritual energy in a genuine and true way will remind this person how to do it for themselves, and I think will give them hope. The Seven of Pentacles, we also have this communication bubble as well as hidden. So, oh, and we have the letter G, by the way. It's interesting because hidden fell in these Two of Pentacles, and I was talking earlier about the difference between this Five of Pentacles separate over here from the Two of Pentacles, and how you're kind of looking at this Five of Pentacles and you're like, you're not destitute, you're not impoverished, you're a beautiful monstera, you're a beautiful plant, you have all of this life and vitality and growth, and you might have other things kind of cooking in the background. Maybe this is advice to keep that hidden and to not talk about that, because her focus is on this plant, and it's almost like, yeah, the stuff that's behind her focus is meant to be hidden right now. Pile number 2. Okay, that is what I have for you guys. That's kind of long. I hope that's okay with you guys. And yeah, please let me know if this resonated. I would love to know. But you know, up to you guys. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, yes. Hi to everybody that chose pile number 3. If you did, well, this is your reading. Good job. Let's see what energy surrounds you. Pile number 3. Engineer. Okay. Light attribute. Ability to give creative energy a practical expression. Talent for designing resolution to common dilemma. Shadow attribute. Reliance on mechanistic solution without regard for emotional consequence. Okay, so that is one energy. You guys are the only pile that got 2. Wow, and you have monk or nun. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for my dog to finish drinking her water. Sorry. Okay, and for your second card, we have monk / nun. Light attribute, selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. And shadow attribute, negative judgment of the physical world, excess piety. Wow, this is interesting because I almost see like maybe not a contradiction, but it would be very easy for these energies to be opposing. Where one is very focused on this material solution-based outlook and one is more spiritual, and then one has like a disregard for emotional consequences, whereas one is like single-minded dedication to spirit, and the negative judgment of the physical world. This is okay, pile 3. Let's see where this takes us. So I'm gonna get a couple cards. We're gonna see. For those that chose pile number 3 and or will choose pile number 3, spirit guides, guardian angels, can you give me a couple of cards to describe the energy that surrounds them? Wow. Okay. Wait. Okay. And devil on the bottom. Wow. All of your cards just wanted to throw themselves out. And I'm not even sure if we're going to do them upright or now we just have left and right sideways. So we have the Hermit, 2 of Swords, 4 of Swords. Oh, we also have the Chariot under here. And we have Queen of Wands. I'm almost getting like, these are the energies opposing. So maybe there are 2. Oh wait, can you even see everything? Hold on. Let me look up. Just almost. I almost get, yeah, pile number 3. Like you've got this energy opposing this one, which makes sense. Because the Queen of Wands is very spiritual. She is intuitive and she leads with spirit. In fact, Queen of Wands in reverse often denotes somebody that is very spiritual, that's been separated from spirit and are not like allowing themselves or being allowed to connect to that aspect anymore. They're not allowed to lead spiritually or intuitively, because that is the embodiment of the Queen of Wands. So we have that facing this Hermit energy and this Chariot energy, which is somebody that, I mean, the Hermit is someone that is self-reflective and operating, I think, from, again, especially with Engineer, as a very solution-based person, this entity. The interesting thing too with Chariot, you are moving into something new, and you have to be brave to do it. And you're merging like two different things. Also kind of interesting, I don't know if you guys can see this, the Chariot has the bow and arrow, and there's a little bit of fire at the end, and it's almost like pointing at the Hermit, who has the fire on her head, which is further interesting because it's in a opposition with this Queen of Wands, Queen of Fire and intuition and spirit. So then we also have Four of Swords, which is like healing, and also almost overexerting yourself. And then we have like Two of Swords, which can be a state of reprise, and in between. But it's interesting because traditionally the Two of Wands, her swords are, she's holding them up in each hand straight up and down. This card shows them crossing each other. There's a lot of intersection with this side. I almost wonder if there's like somebody's trying to force energies together. Like, no problem. I this is the solution. We're just gonna. Yep, there. It's also a little bit busybody. And I think this person's kind of tired. I wonder if it's like, I don't know. Also, pile number 3, we had 4 cards come out for this one, and only 1 that came out really on this side. And there just seems to be like a sense of like one energy overwhelming another energy. Like there's just this sense of overwhelm, and I think it's a little suffocating to this intuitive, creative energy that's trying to happen over here. There's, Oh, pile 3s. Are you guys destined to always be my difficult pile? By difficult, I mean lots of layers. Complex. And then we have the Devil on the bottom. So there's almost like a willful enslavement and entrapment to unhealthy energy here. Almost like somebody knows or kind of suspects it's not good for them, or you can kind of tell, but they're gonna keep staying in that energy. There's like a pride happening with that. I need more. I need to know more about this, guys. Spirit guides or angels, can we clarify this energy? Number 3 surrounds them. What is this energy? Okay, page 1. 2 of Pentacles. And then can we clarify this energy, please? Wow, I clarified this side of the energy, and now we have Queen and King of Wands. That's really something. That's really something to me. Oh, I didn't even notice when did Queen of Swords throw out. She just not come out? Okay, pile 3. You have to tell me if I'm just completely off base here, but the way that I'm clarifying this energy, and these two kind of threw themselves over here. And when I was clarifying this energy, 2 of Pentacles threw itself over here. So what I'm seeing, and then we have Page of Wands, is it's funny because you've got a Page of Wands versus a King and Queen of Wands. So I think this is somebody trying to engage creatively. Oh, that's my little kitten. There's somebody trying to engage creatively, and it's like they're trying to find a solution for this energy. They're trying to find a solution. And this energy, though, I have to say I'm really impressed with this energy over here, because with less cards, it speaks louder and more capable. We're talking intellect. The Queen of Swords is a perfect representation of somebody that is very sharp-minded, intellectually balanced, just shows up to the table and is not apologetic for having a place in the intellectual realm. They know that they deserve to be there, and they seek to quickly dismantle what is not logical. It doesn't make sense, right? Like systems for the sake of systems that don't serve a logical purpose. Like they serve the purpose of pride, or this is just the way it's always been. Like the Queen of Swords is quick to tear it down, quick to challenge it. And you have the King of Wands too here, which is really charismatic, passionate, well balanced. This is a pretty intense combination. So pile 3, what I'm getting is like there's somebody that has this energy. I think spiritually they're pretty well balanced. But maybe they're trying to communicate their ideas of spirituality to this group. And this group is trying to rationalize it. I think, pile 3, you have people that are really trying to work, like the energy around you is somebody that's trying to rationalize or work through a spiritual nature. They're trying to understand something spiritual through intellectualism. This could be like you have a group of friends that are interacting with each other, with you, or maybe they're asking you about tarot, and they're trying to process this and rationalize it all in a way that makes sense to them. It almost feels like they're trying to take out any mysticism or magic. Like if it doesn't logically make sense, then it doesn't exist. And it's like you have this one group, this one person kind of coming to this person and asking questions and taking in what they say. And they're like going back and forth. I think we need... Let's see. Okay. What is the energy that you should embody when you're interacting with these energies? Spirit guides, guardian angels, what energy should my pile number 3s embody? Okay, and we have judgment on the bottom. King of Swords in reverse. Wow. And the Knight of Wands in reverse. So when you're interacting with this energy, the King of Swords in reverse. Okay, so King of Swords upright can signify somebody that is somewhat dogmatic, somebody that's very set on their ways. King of Swords in reverse is almost kind of like the Hierophant in reverse. It's somebody that's open to new ideas, somebody that's open to new ways of thinking. So this is almost a call, like if you're engaging on a conversation about spirituality or something of that nature, is to not necessarily shut it down or be like, no, this is how it is, this is what it is. And you might be really pressed to defend your stance, but there's something to be gained from really diving deep and trying to understand what this person is presenting. There's something more to be uncovered there. The Knight of Wands in reverse as well. I feel like this isn't something to just like dismiss and almost like go back into what makes you comfortable, or to like, you know, jump into the next. Like, don't deflect what this is, and don't defer to your own understanding either. It's to be more receptive. And yeah, be more receptive to what this is, pile 3. Okay, angels. Now I'm gonna ask what energy you should be in overall as this energy is taking place. But this isn't necessarily when you're engaging with this energy. This is beneficial, this energy, for when you're engaging with this energy, how like to best act for your highest good. So you can actually get something out of the situation, right, that's happening. But then when this isn't happening, what is the energy you should be in, you know, like when you're grounding yourself and for your own personal development, because it is going to play a role in that as well. Spirit guides, your angels, for those that chose pile 3, what energy should they be in? What energy should they? I see the sun poking out and I almost grabbed it. But I also see the Tower, which is interesting, and 8 of Wands. So the overall energy that you should be in, pile number 3, is really expecting something new to come from this. Really expecting something positive to come through. I mean, 3 of Wands is somebody waiting for their merchant ships, for the businesses that they invested in. Like, they're coming in and they're bringing in their goods and their profits, and something will be gained from this. I think it's also to work through some of your disillusionments, the things that you've separated yourself from, where you've just automatically assumed it has to be this way, and you've become a little bit detached from other people and a little defensive. You're approaching it with the Sun, which is the happiest card in the deck. And for the happiest card in the deck to be accompanied with the Tower, if you choose to do this, it's going to be a much more pleasurable, fun experience if you engage with it like this. You have the opportunity to treat this like a game. 8 of Wands, like, to really unravel the way you're communicating, and communication is taking place around you. Pile number 3. We're gonna get some paper messages for you guys, some charms, and some dice. For confirmations and clarifications from my pile. Confirmations and clarifications. Okay. So what do we got here? Also, let me make sure you can actually see everything. Oh, good. Just barely. Okay. So on Engineer, what do we got? Sagittarius. Okay, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Someone wants your help, and we can help you help them. I am loved. That was on 4 of Swords. Over here on Page of Wands, we have Happy Ever After. Beloved. Oh, I love this one. Wow, I am loved. Happily Ever After. Beloved. Okay, on 2 of Pentacles. Innocent. On the Hermit. I have the power to create change. Karmic partner present. On the Chariot. On 3 of Wands. Stop planning for stress and start planning for more connection. Forgive your past. Now, mind you, these are, they've fallen on the cards of the energy that you should be in overall. And make the effort. Okay. Now let's see, for Queen of Wands, you were right. Makes sense, she's pretty intuitive. King of Wands. Outside during the nighttime. Okay. King of Swords. I believe your strongly and genuine connection with your angels and or magic. I love that this came out on King of Swords reverse, because we were talking about how the King of Swords in reverse is somebody that's taking in new ideas, and that coupled with this King and Queen of Wands who are very intuitive and spiritually connected, does show a really wonderful opening of a gate and connection here. Okay, so on Queen of Swords, and kind of also maybe the Sun, they're still playing victim. What was that on Knight of Wands? Okay. And then the Sun and the Tower. I'm shocked that you think that. Okay, I like that the shocked one, because pretty much all of these are positive and really, really good. And I'll tell you what, there are just as many I mean, I guess they're all positive. It depends on how you take them. But, like, these are all good. And they're not all happy. Like, so outwardly happy. I love that the shocked one comes on the Tower, which represents shock. So, I really do see, like, this energy, even if it's kind of conflicting, even if it's kind of, like, it seems like it's butting heads, I think the intentions are really good here, pile 3. This side seems genuinely concerned with helping. I really do think this person is solution-based. They are really trying to understand, and they might be trying to understand something that is new and intuitive, and they have questions, but they're coming at it innocently. They're not trying to, like, degrade or belittle anybody. And with karmic partner present, like, this could be soul work that's happening. Them spiritually evolving and learning from this other energy. And whether you're part of this energy or you're, like, somewhere in between witnessing it or facilitating it, you have a front row seat. That's for sure. And maybe something about your past, having to, like, other people that were in similar energies that were asking about this, and it didn't go that well. And you're, like, hesitant, maybe don't trust it necessarily, but, like, you are excited and you want to help. You can, and should, but you do have to kind of forgive your past, forgive that maybe it didn't work out in the past when you did try and help someone out. But don't play victim to that, and don't automatically assume that this person doesn't want to be open, and really find the answer, and vice versa. Don't be afraid to be open and ask them questions. Ask them maybe where you thought you had points of contingency or conflict, or questions about their own spiritual nature. Outside during the nighttime with King of Wands kind of makes me think, like, okay, it quite literally, it could be like you're having conversations with this person predominantly at night. Like, maybe you meet up after a youth group at night, or you just get, like, a late night snack or drink with this person, or you're just texting them a lot at night when you're really in your feels. But also outside during the nighttime makes me think of the moon and that intuitive subconscious nature that's sort of being dug into right now. Pile number 3. There is definitely, though, a very obvious strong energy that's, like, recognized spiritually, and then one that's recognized more like intellectually, and that's not to say, like, this one's not also intellectual, but somebody that's, like, approaching it as in, like, they're trying to dismantle it and, like, pick it apart and work on it. So they're, like, trying to understand it mentally. Very interesting. We're gonna do some dice for you, pile 3. Spirit guides, guardian angels. Oh wait, I'm jumping the gun. We gotta do charms. Sorry. Charms for pile number 3. Spirit guides, guardian angels. Confirmations and clarifications for pile number 3. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I mean, that was like a ton. That was really just so many. So we have the letter M. The letter M again. We have today. Oh my God, the letter M again. Wow, somebody really might have the letter M. We have diamond. We have spirit guides, and it's interesting because we have the deer and we have like these little nunchucks. And with karmic partner over here, like this always kind of makes me think of karma, like being tied to somebody. But with the deer, it's also like out of nowhere. Sometimes it can kind of throw you off. Okay, so we have the letter V, victorious, verbose. We have the construction worker with the black heart, which the black heart is the divine feminine energy that's being worked on. We have the letter Q, quiet, queen. We have a rainbow down here. We have the letter C. We have astral projection, or astral projecting down there. Very interesting. We have the little sleepy. Somebody might be astral projecting in their sleep. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wouldn't that be wild if all of this energy is like happening in the spiritual realm and you're just like kind of feeling like some degrees of it? Okay, so we also have Leo. So outside during the nighttime, we have underactive. Interesting. So maybe we're not looking into the subconscious enough, or maybe like those conversations we slow down on that we could have more of. And we have the letter R, rowdy, runner. So fun, of course, so fun landed on the sun. Definitely. And happy pineapple, like have fun with this. We also have baby spirit, or spirit baby, which is funny because the sun is often depicted with a baby on the white horse. So definitely to have like an innocent, fun energy about this is the way to go. We have the moon here. So yeah, dive into this, because again, like we do have the tarot, which is here, but with the I'm shocked you think that, this person might be shocked that you have a positive perspective on something that would kind of disrail other people. Pile number 3. And maybe you meant to share that. Like, beloved, by the way, we have AC, which is ascendant. So I think this person is very much coming off with love, and their intention is loving. And we have context for 2 of Swords. There does seem to be some confusion about context here. I think there's some communication that has to be cleared up for that 2 of Swords. The context does, it seems a little muddled. But I'm sure like the more that this is dug into, the more that will be like layers of understanding are going to replace the confusion. So, oh, and then we also, I just noticed this little so confused, I'm sick face over here with Knight of Wands. Which is the energy we don't want to be in. We don't want to make ourselves sick with just jumping around. Like, we really want to stay present, address these topics, address these points, and have like a deep connection. Something is being developed here that is deeply spiritual and wholesome. I think it's a really wonderful thing that's being produced here. Okay, so now I'm gonna roll the dice for pile number 3. So your guys' guardian angels for my pile number 3. Can we get clarification or confirmation for those that chose pile number 3? Okay, why does I got a 5? This dice always kind of rolls out. Okay. Interesting, we got Mercury again over here. I see you. As well as Scorpio and create. So communication's a big part of this. We also have Cancer and Leo and Libra. So Libra twice. I'm seeing 1st house and 10th house. Wow. And we also have 3rd eye, or crown chakra. We have communication with karmic partner present and question. So astral projection. The communication and the Mercury, like, this is a really big part of this karma. I really think these conversations are karma, like, hopefully good karma, but it's presenting layers in a new life, for their life and like for their soul. Interesting, we have create on the tower and trust. So I wonder if you're meant to create these tower moments. You're meant to take charge of this and really dismantle it, but it's going to be fun. And I mean, how often do people get to tell you that the tower moment is going to be fun? Pile 3. So to also address, like I said, we have 1st house and 10th house. And 5 could be 5th house. 5s also could just be important. You might be seeing 5s. Interesting that 1st house is kind of over here and 10th house is over here. So 1st house, how we're presenting ourselves, our appearance. And 10th house is like our profession, or our status. So it's interesting because I find that keeps coming through on this pile, is that there is something to do about status here with those kings and queens and the monk and nun. If this is you, and I mean this I've been refraining from saying that because this reading has been like energy around you. This energy is of high status, of notable status. And that's why this person wants to come to them. And I will say that this side recognizes that. And I think they respect that. That is something to keep in mind. Okay, pile 3. I'm going to leave it there. If this, as always, I love to hear if this resonated and if this made sense. Especially with my pile number 3s, because I really need confirmation. But look, you only do it if you feel comfortable, okay? You don't have to tell me your whole business. But, yeah. I would love to know if this made sense to just at least one person. Like, if this is going on, because it's a lot. It is a lot. But I wish you guys all the best. And this is all really exciting. This is a really this is not trivial energy. This is pretty heavy, karmic, spiritual energy, and I love to see it. So pile number 3, I hope to see you in the next one. Let me know how it goes. Bye. Hot pile number 4. How are you guys? So if you chose the Malachite, this is your reading. We're going to find out the energy that surrounds you. So, prostitute. Hello. That's a fun one. Okay, so can we just talk about how pretty the green is, though, against the white? Okay, light attribute accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. Shadow attribute places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. All right, so the energy that surrounds you, pile number 4, very likely could be somebody kind of selling themselves for material wealth. And we're going to get a little bit more on that. So let's see. For pile number 4, spirit guides, guardian angels, please connect me to those that chose and or will choose pile number 4. Can you please give me some cards on this energy that surrounds pile number 4, please? I'm sorry if you can hear the kitten in the background. He's not out there by himself though. I'm pretty sure he's meowing for food. Okay, spirit guides, guardian angels, can you please tell me what energy surrounds? Clarify this energy. Wow, okay, can't take all of that right away. Pile number 4. 8 of Swords in reverse. Okay, this is interesting. This almost feels like somebody that like falsely thought that they were not isolated, but like trapped. But now they're coming out of that. They're realizing like they weren't stuck. They're the sun peeking out. What is this energy that surrounds on pile number 4s? Okay, that was also a lot. Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, so we've got 8 of Cups. Okay. 10 of Swords. 2 of Pentacles. And 6 of Swords. So the energy surrounding you, pile 4, I think is an energy that was really limited by betrayal, by heartbreak, almost feeling like they had to walk away from something. So this could have been energy that was like attacked a lot and they were the victim of, and it's not like it just happened to them and then left and like just used them. It's like it kept using them with 10 of Swords, like again and 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 again. And they had to walk away from that Cups. This could be somebody who like had to walk away from maybe like an abusive family even, or relationship or friend group. And in doing so, because this could have been a long process, I don't know. But in doing so, they are in a much better place. They're not as limited as they were before, where it's like, okay, these people or this situation is telling me and making me exist and present myself in this way, or they're like isolating me in this box. Now they have options, and now they're also kind of in charge of the direction of their life. And I don't know that they had that freedom beforehand. Pile number 4. Can I get a little bit more? Okay. 7 of Cups on the bottom. Okay, so 3 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. No, Saishi. Okay, wow. So yeah, this person is really focused now. It's actually like it's better for them in a few different areas of life. Friendship-wise, family-wise, and romantic love-wise. This person is more stable, more prosperous, and much more open to love. And I think that's also what they're trying to work towards. It's just so interesting because what prompted this was a lot of intense traumatic energy. Pile 4. Saishi, no, you can't play with the kitten yet. You gotta wait. No. You have to wait. Sorry, guys. So now I'm gonna get a couple cards to see how the energy that you should embody when you're interacting with this energy, pile 4. Okay? Because this is like a two-part thing. We're going to get the energy you should embody overall while this phase and this transition is happening, because you're a part of this transition. So that would be like independently and on your own. And then this first part, which is when you're interacting, like I said, with this energy. So, spirit guides, guardian angels, when pile number 4 is interacting with this energy, what should the energy be that they embody? When they're interacting. King of Swords in reverse, 3 of Cups. Okay. King of Swords in reverse. This one just came out in another pile. Is somebody open to new ideas? And upright, it's somebody that's very structured. It's like this is the way. Somebody that is really set on what is and what should be, what almost like the one true way. In reverse though, it's somebody, like I said, open to new ideas, open to intellectually asking questions. It actually could be asking a lot of questions, but you're doing so in a friendly manner with this 3 of Cups, in a celebratory manner. So something about this person might be kind of off-putting to you, especially because we have this prostitute energy that was the first signifier of it. Something that maybe even morally repugnant to you, that's almost like a defense mechanism where you want to be like, well, that's not right, or that's not the way you should be going about that. There's like this visceral reaction to almost call out what that is, that attribute is that doesn't jive with you. But there's a call to action to pull back and ask more questions, again, in a friendly way here, because you're not seeing the whole picture as to what brought about this energy. But this energy is headed in a good direction. It is developing on its own, and it doesn't really need to be torn down, accused, or ridiculed or belittled. And I'm not saying that's what you would do, but even to just be like, sort of offhandedly, like, you shouldn't do that. I feel like this person really escaped a lot of energy in the past. It was just part of their process, and they're existing in something better. And whether better is good enough for you just yet, it is this person's journey. So if this is somebody that you care about, you're not meant to necessarily mother them or guide them or be that. It's like you don't have to be responsible for this person. You're not accountable for their actions. And in fact, you can take a more fun approach, like I said, and engage more inquisitively with them. I'm going to ask now what the overall energy is that you should be in, regardless of this person, when you're talking to them. Just what should you be in as you're going through this phase in life? What should energy? Pile number 4 is... Okay, so the Chariot, interesting. And shoot, this could be a family member that you disagree with, and you kind of feel the need to be like, to rein them in. The way that the Chariot fell on 10 of Pentacles. But I also think to be focusing on your own 10 of Pentacles, to be focusing on your own overall wealth and prosperity in general. So you might be the kind of person that likes to help fix other people, pile 4, but this is like, don't distract yourself from your own prosperity right now. Continue working on that. When you do engage with this, be more inquisitive, take kind of a back seat to it, be more fun, But right now, I feel like this is your priority overall, day to day, is your own prosperity. You're not called to take on this person's trauma or baggage necessarily, or way of being. Okay, hello. I don't know if we're gonna take all of that. We'll look at it though. Okay, so 2 of Pentacles. What do we got? 8 of Swords in reverse. Wow, again. Okay, and the High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, so there's something I think about this energy that you feel is operating a little unnaturally. It's not instinctive or intuitive in the way that you would find agreeable. But I think they're developing their own intuition. Really, what I see is somebody trying to get out of this victim mentality, this 8 of Swords mentality, and kind of just operating out of a broken intuition. But it is kind of working for them because they are getting out of a bad situation. And maybe they're not operating perfectly, but they are getting away from it. Okay, so then what we have over here, we have Queen of Pentacles and Judgment and Ace of Wands. So there's like a rebirth happening over here, again with some material wealth. Some sort of inspiration, some new idea. You might be resurrecting something in your past that didn't pan out the way you wanted, but you're in a more stable position and you're kind of coming at it with that stability. I also see Ace of Cups, which is wonderful that it's coming through again. We have 10 of Swords, and it's the sarcastic one where it's like everything is fine. We have 10 of Wands, the Death card, and Strength. So I'm gonna reiterate this. Pile 4, I feel like you guys do take on a lot. You might really be like people fixer-uppers. You want to help people, and there's something going on right now though that would be almost easier to like, this isn't working out for me. Almost easier to like, well, this person's going through something too, and what they're going through is pretty easy. I can kind of just help them work through that instead of working through this. Because maybe you've been there, done that, or it's just you feel like you have a higher vantage point. But something about that would be distracting you from going through this. And I'll tell you what, if you allow yourself to be distracted, this Death card at play, it still is going to happen. You see these people in the card. One of these ladies, she's looking away. She's refusing to look at death, but death still comes. Change still comes when something's not working, like everything is fine. We can say everything is fine and not look at it in the face, but this is like too much of a burden. 10 of Wands is too much. Like, it's exhaustion. And no matter how in denial we are, when something is reached its end, it will end. But it's meant to bring in like this Ace of Cups and this Strength. Like, it's for your own good. And I mean, let me remind you, we have Judgment over here. So there is a rebirth happening. A better thing is going to take its place. But you are going to have to look at it. You're going to have to look at this. It's going to be easier if you do, because when this new thing takes its place, you're going to be able to see all of the possibility and the evolvement of it, which might only further enhance its quality. Because we have Queen of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles. No, come here, baby. Oh. So, yeah, prosperity is coming through here. Okay, pile 4. I am going to get you some paper messages. Then we're going to do charms and some dice. Pile 4, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, can you please give me clarification and confirmation for those that chose and or will choose pile number 4. Okay, and one more basket. Okay, we have a lot that are like over here. I'm just gonna push them up. 8 of Cups, what do we got? Creator. And fear/trigger of humiliation. Okay, so that might be why it's so important to not, like with this King of Swords in reverse, to ask questions instead of like calling out maybe behaviorisms that you find disagreeable, because this person might really have a trigger of humiliation. And I think this 10 of Swords that happened to them is because that was created. Like whether they still feed into this fear or not, it is still really relevant. Pile 4. Ace of Cups, we've got energetic cloaking. So this person, you might be like, oh, they're all like, because we had 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. You might think like, oh, they're just so okay with like being in this energy. They just feel so good about themselves. They're so okay with just like how brazen they are. And they might just be putting on a brave face. Pile 4, like with energetic cloaking, like they're really trying to present a cup of love. And whether that's to you and you kind of want to call them out and be like, yeah, but like you're not healthy, this or that, like why are you presenting me your cup? A better approach, and whether that's romantic or friendship wise, like, oh, you want to be my friend, but like this isn't a healthy friendship, is just to ask them questions and to kind of help them work through that. You don't have to date them. You probably, maybe you shouldn't. You know, this is heavy stuff, but you can still like, okay, so say like this person does want to date you and you don't really agree with how they exist in their day-to-day life, how they choose to go about it, and you're almost angry. You can develop a really good friendship here with this 3 of Cups, asking questions though. And it might help them become a more stable and healthy energy long term. And I think you benefit from the friendship as well, or it wouldn't be coming up in the way that it is. But King of Swords in reverse. You can heal others through witchcraft. Interesting. Saishi, please don't come back up on the cards. No. Thank you. Sagittarius. No. So you have the ability to heal others through intention, through practices that are real, through ceremonies, through mindfulness and being present and creating activities, maybe with this person, that are very healing. I want you to take that as you will, and if you don't agree with it, you can leave it. Teach in their own. So Ace of Cups, open the door. This is divinely protected and blessed. A past timeline. Your true self. It's both of you. You know that, right? We've been over this. Nothing has changed. And someone feels threatened by your blessings. So I almost wonder if there's like this sense of bravado and need to be like, because we had energetic cloaking here with Ace of Cups, and we also have Ace of Cups. Wait, can you actually see all of this? You have Ace of Cups reflected also in your energy down here. So it's in both energies. When I said though earlier, I do think this friendship, perhaps it turns into something more. But this journey with this energy is beneficial to you and to them. There's something good coming out of this. With Open the Door and Ace of Cups, like I really think approaching this with love is going to be the absolute best way of handling and gaining from this energy, both of you. It's interesting with, it's both of you. You know that, right? We've been over this, nothing has changed. This person might also feel that some of the ways that you exist or go through, the way that you handle things, to them might also seem like questionable. I think both of you probably would raise your eyebrows at each other for certain aspects, but there is a willingness here to be more open and to understand each other. And I think it's going to create healing and trust for both of you. Pile number 4. We're going to get a couple of charms as well as dice now. For those that chose and or will choose, pile number 4. Be your initials, their initials, zodiac signs that are relevant to you. Anything else? Okay. What do we got over here? Let's talk about it. Oh, and questions. So, yeah, I think you guys have questions. And, like, let's have a conversation about it. I mean, you guys have a conversation about it. Especially, again, with that King of Swords in reverse. We've got the letter A. We have the letter T. Tricky, treasured. We have the letter D. We have this happy and content face. Like, this excited and I'm content. Over here. We have Scorpio. We have Stay Inspired on 3 of Cups, which is, again, that energy of King of Swords in reverse and 3 of Cups. Stay inspired, stay inquisitive. We're going to stay light. We got that hello. We have the letter M. Mine. Marvelous. We have the letter X, which says ecstatic, excited. Under Open the Door. Interesting. So Open the Door on what you guys have, maybe only you know, you've been wanting to ask questions. You've been wanting to ask this person something. Pile 4. Maybe it's romantic in nature with that Ace of Cups, or it's just advice that ask these questions with King of Swords in reverse. Ask these questions. Do it with love. Do it with 3 of Cups energy. Do it in a friendly way. But open the door to that. Open the door to these new conversations. Let's talk about it. We are going to do some dice now. Pile number 4. Spirit guides, guardian angels, for those that chose and their will choose pile number 4. Confirmation or clarification. for them. All right. Fierce loss trigger of humiliation. We got Pisces. We have Sagittarius again. I'll open the door. And question, which is interesting. The question mark over here with the I'm not going to talk. My mouth is sealed. And open the door. We have 3. You guys might be seeing lots of 3s. We have Taurus. We have Libra. We have Try. This is divinely protected and blessed. So go ahead and try. You can't ruin it. Just try. We also have 3rd house over here. So 3s again. 3rd house is communication. And it's also in relation to like distant family members, like aunts and uncles, interestingly enough. And the way that like you communicate. Wait, did I already say that? I think I did. Kind of ironic. So we got 5th house and we have Virgo. Over here we have Mars. Which is interesting on 3 of Cups. So that 5th house, which is fun. You're going out, you're having fun, you're playing games, you're joyful, you're taking risks. And then that Mars energy, which is that bold, masculine energy. And maybe be a little bit more bold and joyful, like be a little bit more present and outgoing. And then we have the heart chakra here with green, which is wonderful too, because you guys chose malachite, and malachite is phenomenal for your heart chakra, and it's one of my favorite stones. And we have work on it with, which landed on Scorpio, and pull a past timeline. A past timeline might be pulling on you or the situation. So let's see. I think I already said Taurus and Sagittarius and Libra. Yeah, that's what I have for you guys. I really hope this helped. And I would love for you to let me know if it did, if this was relevant to you. I mean, I assume if you stuck around it was, or you were just interested in the story. But yeah, please leave a comment. It helps the channel grow. And that's always very exciting. But I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.